cost.
At no cost, Mr Mayor.
Correct. No cost. Councillor Cashmore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A formidable team. I'm sure you've got this covered. So we've had 200,000 people extra arrive in the city over the past 5 years. We've got more coming. So when we're looking at our corporate accommodation and how we're going to farm ourselves out around the Auckland city as a whole, how are you factoring in that growth for our regional and sub-regional locations? And is there a master plan? And if there is, when do we get to have a look at it?
Yeah, look, through the chair, that's the piece we're working on right now. Transport have a model. They're very conscious of the regional hubs, and in fact they're looking at working more closely with some of the central government agencies around, especially transport. Fundamental to us is the notion of the hub as well, because what we're actually finding is if we can actually co-locate the hubs in the right place, you can address a lot of issues of making it proximity to the customer. You can also start to pull your car pools. So we have the situation where we hear about building control have shortage of cars potentially. If we have other cars available for one of the other pools, they should be multi-use. And ultimately, can they be co-branded? That's one of the possibilities we look at. So cars are available for transport or water care or council staff to use is to meet the customer need is driving this every time. So, yep, regional hubs are an integral part of this, and part of the review we're undertaking right now is looking at where they should be located with the changing demographics, especially to the north, as well as some of the other major precinct developments in the south.
Look forward to seeing it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. And Councillor Holt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, I'm very, very pleased to see that any form of peer review will be done sensibly. NZIR sound like a very good way to do it, and certainly cost effective. I don't want to kind of repeat history, but in that very good debate that was had about Cameron Partners' EY report, some of us argued very clearly that we accept and enact the recommendations as a suite of co-linked and joined recommendations, and we were pretty enthusiastic about that, myself included. And I think Councillor Brewer's point is, I understand it, but the part, and I remember arguing vociferously against cherry-picking certain actions, because the most important thing was that we got on and did the whole thing. So whilst I admire, you know, any amendments that might have restated what we were going to do, my sense is, and remembering the debate very clearly, that the adoption of that suite of recommendations set us on the path to doing this anyway.
Thank you. Right, I'll put the recommendations. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried. And I know that he's not here, but please tell Aaron we are delighted that he, as well as Nathan, who is this committee's journalist, are both adding to the population of Auckland.
Oh, 2 babies.
And Sarah will soon. So it must be something about the finance team.
Excellent.
They work long hours or something, I don't know.
It really adds up. Excellent.
Great, thank you.